That was If I Die Tomorrow by the Florida Georgia Line. And this is Radio Free America, the absolute best of rebel radio in the occupied zones.
I won't tell you my real name, but I'll tell you my handle. It's only BB. Elder is because that's kind of part of the name of the best gaming series of all time, The Elder Scrolls. But that's just because that's my opinion. The BB is just because some other noob decided to take Elder, and so I had to make it different in some way. If I knew what I knew then, if I knew what I know now, I would go back, BFA that scrub, close his account, and get the handle I wanted. Brute force attack isn't the most sophisticated way to hack a PC. Sometimes a low blow is the best way to get stuff done, you know? As far as hacks go, I'd consider myself maybe a gray hat. Excuse me. Although the TAU and ANI would disagree and label me as a black hat, but yeah, whatever. I honestly just do it for the lulz. If you were expecting some kind of motivational plug here about how I joined the resistance because of my honor or loyalty or some crap like that, you picked the wrong dude. I get all the Mountain Dew, a bunch of hoagies, and my mom, my grandma, and sister get a few extra rations. And I get lots of fun out of it. So, yeah, favorite part. Before this crap went down, well, I used to spend my Saturdays behind the screen, either gaming it up with my boys or trash talking on the interwebs. I really didn't start hardcore hacking until this one game came out that I was super stoked about, but it was a real grind to get all the stuff, so I just googled some dev codes, broke into the game, and giving me and all my homies whatever we wanted. And this made me the man to all my buddies. After a while, I was blowing apart the code in every game I played. I was a god. Well, at least a god to a bunch of 13-year-old nerds. I was a god. Once middle school hit, I got bored with online gaming, started hanging around on an online message boards. That was some heavy lulz. A bunch of peeps kept getting together on this kiddie game called Club Penguin and trolled the crap out of them. Eventually, we all got banned, but that only led us to cooler pranks to come up with. Remember that spoiled child actor who grew up and went crazy with that "he will not divide us" flag? Remember how hackers discovered the location of his secret flag 3 times, and we all took it down? I was kind of a part of that. I think he ended up blowing his brains out later on the board, but it wasn't really our fault. Anyways, it started out with stupid stuff like that. Then I wasn't doing anything besides having fun until our message board showed up on the news. We're pranking the Church of Scientology with a program called the Low Orbit Ion Cannon, a very genetic DDoS attack. Overloaded the entire network, and they were pissed. My mom ended up getting a letter in the mail from them because they had traced the IP address. I pulled some waterworks on my mom, and I got me off the hook. That was the last time I did everything without a dozen proxies in front of me. My online group kept coming up in the news. The Scientology thing, some radio shows were trolled, and the time we broke into the Apple Cloud server, leaking all the celebrity pictures. Yeah, best day ever. Eventually, a few of us decided to use our skills to to become good instead of just pulling pranks. I really wasn't into that stuff because they mentioned targets and really got me going ham. That's hard as a mother for all you noobs out there. We set up an anonymous message boards for the rigged Anarian election, cracked the Westboro Baptist Church web, and leaked all of the leaders' personal information. We scripted the kited almost 3,000 Facebook and Twitter accounts of ISIS, and boy, did we make them rage. I was on the news almost every week, and my mom didn't even know it. One day, the network went down. A few days later, the power. My mom lost her job, and we ended up moving with my grandma. I don't really want to talk about then. Just, I mean, it was very bad. Really bad. No Mountain Dew, barely anything to eat. My sister got really, really sick. She was annoying, but she's my sister, so, you know, you gotta be nice. Then the TAU came to help out, I guess. My mom got a job as a nurse again. Banned since doctors and those people were very special. They got ration cards for all of us. Even my grandma and my sister. My kid sister got better. They even got the grid up and running again, but the nets were crazy buggy and obviously centered to crap. I guess it was okay though. Things settled down and I was so freaking bored. So I decided to start out small, goofed around in the TAU's closed network, changed some of the words on the teleprompters during all the TAU, all the news time channels, DDO West, the new school website. So we didn't get back to it in another few weeks. Just fun stuff like that, you know? Just never got caught. Except this time I did. But I was rusty. So lucky for me it wasn't the TAU. It was resistance. And they offered me a job. Other 13-year-olds would be mowing grass or selling junk on the street. Here I am with the best gear and an infinite supply of Mountain Dew. I couldn't tell my mom, of course, especially since she worked for the TAU, and I mean, that doesn't really make her a bad person, but she's just trying to feed us. I'm still having fun with Geronimo. He seems to think I'm a good hacker, which is totally freaking awesome. I changed the ID cards for some of them, personal profiles, you know, that stuff. Wiped databases like gun registries or tied to ex-military people. Yesterday I changed the bill of lading on the supply truck, and I changed it to lumber, so they wouldn't, instead of guns, so they wouldn't post guards. And my buddies did it. They robbed it, all the guns, without firing a single shot. I tell them where the people they will want to at certain times. I tell them where to go. I tell them when the supplies are. Heck, I even counter hack the voice changing software in the radio scramblers. Last week, I broke into the TAU News network and replaced the signal with a looping feed of that song from Team America World Police. My mom would kick my butt if she knew that was me, because all the swear words and it was kind of PO'd. But he said it was too high profile, but whatever, dude. It was mad funny. I wrapped a fireball so tight so that the code had played for 4 hours straight until they had to shut the power down. I used proxies now, lots of them. I encrypted all of my important files too. Geronimo even had some guys set up some type of device in my workshop, so in case we get raided, I could just hit the button, the wall and all burns up. Totally awesome. I don't feel like I'm part of the resistance, but whatever. I'm only 13 and a half. I'm not shooting anybody or blowing stuff up. I'm having fun and catching some lols. Some other dudes might be out there living Call of Duty, but I'm over here getting my watchdogs on, okay? And listen, my name is Other BBs, and you people should totally join Resistance, because who can go wrong with a bunch of Mountain Dew?
Thanks for listening to Radio Free America. For those folks trapped on the eastern side of Mississippi, we have a special message for you. The dog should scratch the itch. His medication is in the mail. The dog should scratch the itch. His medication is in the mail. This next song is by special request from one of the best and brightest stars of the Resistance. Keep up the good work, kid.